Welcome to Paige's Lessons, a podcast dedicated for those who seek advice and wisdom on how to become the best versions of themselves in the most authentic way. If you identify as someone who is ambitious, goal-driven, and a badass, you've come to the right place. Self-reflection, mental health awareness, and exploring life's transitions is at the heart of our conversations because I truly believe every single day provides a lesson. I'm your host, Paige Mitchell, a board-certified life coach, motivational speaker, and mental health advocate. I can't wait to share these golden nuggets with you. Today on Paige's Lessons, we're going to get into London Part 2 and wrapping up my last few weeks there. I wanted to reflect on some things that I learned about myself and some takeaways for you. So let's get right into it and talk about I'm being present as fuck traveling, but I'm also there's another Paige or a higher self, I guess, that's watching me be present. So it's like this self-reflection's kind of taking on another persona. And I just am noticing, even just in a few short weeks, at first with the city of London, I was really annoyed that there's so much modern, technology and the buildings. And I'm like, this is bullshit. If I'm coming to London, I just want old shit. I just want castles. I just want to be completely in complete flashback to the 1400s, 1500s, something. If I'm abroad, I want old shit. I didn't want to be associated with any new things. And so it was you know what? Why isn't there a balance? And I'm just judging myself, right? Because this city, I believe, according to Google, was founded in 47 AD. This is an old fucking city. And since they've evolved and adapted, it's definitely metaphorical for me in my life right now. That, Paige, it's not all black and white. You're not just going to go to a city and it's only going to be old shit. It's 2023. Of course, they're going to update their stuff. But remember that there are buildings that are older than America. So just having that in the back of my mind makes it better. But in general, just reminding myself that there's gray in life. And I mean, literally, London is fucking gray because it's foggy. But no pun there, really. It's just, I just think I can be really black and white. I could be very rigid sometimes in my mindset. And I think I do that to protect myself. I think I do that to make maybe the choice a little less difficult. Or I think I'm doing that. I'm trying to just protect some version of myself, any insecurities. So just making it black and white. It's this way or that way, and that's it. And I'm curious if you relate to that. If you, maybe in a certain pillar of your life, you're more black and white. Maybe in your career, it's very all or nothing. Or maybe in your religion, it's all or nothing. Maybe in your marriage or parenting, it's this way or that way. And then maybe there's other areas in your life that it's a little bit more loosey-goosey. You have more open-mindedness and perception and, maybe that's a different area of your life. But in general, I wonder what that would look like to lean into the gray, to lean into having multiple versions of the way, because there's not just one way. And another takeaway that I wanted to talk about in this London lesson number 2 is I think as many places as I've been to in this city, which I'm happy to list off some of the really cool places, and I really encourage you to go. I just think when someone tells me, especially if they're from there, and they say, hey, go check this out, Whether that's like, go check out this restaurant, check out this market, check out this beautiful park, whatever it is. I'm just so grateful for people that have like passed on this wisdom. And I've done a lot of solo dates. And at first, I kind of like wanted people to, maybe take me on a date, be my tour guide, like, so I could see the city through their eyes. And I'm not turning that down. Like, that's still an option of dating and everything. But like, taking myself on these dates and exploring and doing it for me, first and foremost, has been really fun and fulfilling. So some of the places in London that I've been to, specifically on this trip, let's just talk about the parks. I mean, Hyde Park, Regent's Park, those were so huge. Like, you could get really freaking lost there, but so green, just so quaint. I loved it. And one of my favorites also was, what was it called? Oh yeah, Greenwich Park. And there's, it's like / the observatory. And you go hike up this hill and you can just see the whole skyline of of London. And it's just really beautiful. And I watched it during sunset. And really randomly, but I watched this sunset on this hill. And the Black Eyed Peas were performing a concert at the bottom of the hill. Like, what? I didn't even know the Black Eyed Peas were still around. So that was like a really random cool thing. Another date I went on with myself was going to different markets. So I went to, my favorites were definitely the Camden Town Market. That had a lot of just tourists everywhere, but it was perfect for people watching. I also really liked, what was it called? Spitalfields. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly, but Spitalfields Market. That market actually has been around for 350 years, which is really rad. I loved that market because of the food. Oh my God, the food was so good. I got this like barbecue pulled pork. There was bao. There was this rolled ice cream cookie Oreo flavored. Oh my God, it was like so good. I don't know, like markets are just really fun and lively and vibrant and just a lot of energy. So I'm really digging the markets in London, the parks. I went to a Lightroom exhibit. So there was this artist who I'm blanking on the name, but he had an exhibit where you go into this place and they show his art on these big screens. And it was all about, like, the theme was about perception, and it was really cool. So I went to that, and I've been really just exploring my taste buds. I'm not actually a really big Indian food person, but lately I've been getting into it, and London especially has been known for really good Indian food. So I've been exploring that, eating some really yummy, even just like buttered chicken, right? Like super easy, and garlic naan, right? You can't really go wrong. So good. I love it. I'm proud of myself for branching out. In Soho, they had, I actually met up with somebody that I met through, that's also a coach online. And we did a live way back in maybe a year or so ago. But I met up with him, and we went to a gay bar and a drag show. And so I also went to, I went to see a play in Soho. That was really cool. So yeah, and also you can't forget about the rooftop bars, right? So I went in King's Cross Station, one of the train stations. Next to it, there was this hotel called the Standard Hotel Rooftop Bar. That was beautiful and nice scenery. You got to get the rooftop bar. Even if you don't drink, they have really great mocktails. Everywhere I went was really great. So don't worry, you don't have to drink. And honestly, I haven't been drinking like that much during my travels so far. A, because of safety. B, it just doesn't really make me feel good. And C, They, I think, have lower alcohol content than the States, so I'm not even getting a buzz, which is like, I'm not going to pay 15 pounds for a cocktail and not even get a buzz. I'll just stick to water, thank you. I went to this cable car thing, so it was like a little gondola thing up in the sky. It was really fucking high. It was, and kind of like rattly, so I was like, cool, I hope I don't die. And what else did I do? I went on a riverboat in, basically just like from, what is it east to west, north to south? I don't know, on the Thames, from Canary Wharf to the Parliament, and saw Big Ben and Westminster Abbey. So yeah, the riverboat was really cool too, because you pass by the London Bridge and everything. So needless to say, I've done a lot of things. It's been really fun. I feel like I got a lot in of like top touristy things and places to go. So I'm super proud of myself for just like getting shit done. You know, I'm getting my work done. I'm entertaining myself. There's always things to do. And I'm definitely not done with London. Like, I know I'll be back. I feel very calm in London. I don't know what it is, even though it's like, I guess, a busier city. But yeah, I'm not even going to question it. Like, I just feel calm there. And wrapping up these past 3 weeks staying there, I just want to acknowledge that I don't constantly have to be doing the things either. Like, yes, I had a very productive time, but it's also okay to take a pause, to take a beat and sit with yourself. And as you're, mapping out your life. And there were times where I didn't do anything. I literally sat at home and just chilled. And that was really relaxing. I think when I'm this concept of being a digital nomad, you're going to have downtime days too, just like everybody else. And that is just as restorative, because then I can literally figure out, okay, where is next? What do I feel comfortable? Let's budget again and just kind of like reset. So I think so badly in the beginning when I arrived, I just so badly wanted to rush and go to all the things. But it's like, wait a minute, back the fuck up. I can always come back to London and figure it out. I don't have to like conquer it all. So last takeaway and lesson for you, are there times that you're feeling really rushed? Like maybe you feel like, oh, I got to get the things done. I got to figure it out. Like, oh, whatever it is in your life, whether that's work related or relationships, whatever you got to do, when can you take a beat? When can you actually pause for a minute? And know that that's okay. It's okay to gather your thoughts, look back at everything you've done, and then sit with it. Just be like, damn, I did the fucking thing. Yes, what's next? But like, I want to breathe first. And because if we're missing the breath, we're just going to be just as burnt. We're burning ourselves out. And I know burnout. Trust me, I've been burnt out for a very long time. When I was studying counseling and working as a counselor. So I get it. So I made the switch to coaching. So burnout is real. Let's take a beat. Let's take a pause. And then we can look at the rest of our lives. And if that's too overwhelming, just look at tomorrow. What do you got to do tomorrow? What is priority? How are you ranking that priority? And always remember too, you can go back to the basics. Go back to what are my values, what's important to me, and how do I want to feel living my life. If you're loving these episodes of Paige's Lessons and you're ready to dive deeper into creating your dream lifestyle, or maybe you just want some accountability and support while you're building these goals, let's map this out together. I offer a variety of packages and price points. You can see an outline of what's included in each one-on-one coaching package in my services section, located on my website in the show notes. The first step is to book a time to chat, which is a free 15-minute discovery call. Once that's scheduled, this tells me that you are open to exploring new outcomes to your current problem. During this call, we'll organize your priorities, create a strategy based on your unique goals, clearly identify your vision, brainstorm possibilities how I can help you, and by the end of the call, you will have more confidence in your vision and ideas on how to take your action for your new future lifestyle. We can talk about what package works best for you and what's a good fit when you book the call through the scheduling link in the show notes. I can't wait to connect with you and learn more about you. Talk soon. Thanks for listening. If you enjoyed this episode and you'd like to help support the podcast, please share it with others. Post about it on social media or head over to your favorite podcast platform to subscribe, rate, and leave a review. Subscribing and posting a review helps to improve engagement and is essential for the podcast to be discovered by new listeners. Thanks again for listening, and remember, every day provides a lesson. Take care.